We're live.
Hello and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 249. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host, the executive producer, the show creator, and the all-around great guy. That's my son, Matt.
That's me. Good morning. Happy Friday. It's Super Bowl Friday.
That's right.
Is that a thing? I don't know. It's Super Bowl week.
Well, if we have Super Sunday, if you back it up, I guess it's Super Friday. Yeah. Thank you for choosing us this morning. Our goal is to always start your day off on a positive note. So if you like what we do, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We're live on YouTube Friday mornings at 8 o'clock, and you can also find us wherever you go for your favorite podcasts. Coming up today, our main story, well, actually, we will talk about the Super Bowl a lot, but my son-in-law's, one of our sailors, is home. Woo. Yeah, that happened this week. We do have plenty of Super Bowl stories, including one about the strange prop bets that you can make on the game. Foodie Friday looks at a dish from both Super Bowl cities, and we draft the best Super Bowl moments. Did I say Super Bowl? We track the best Super Bowl moments.
Okay. I think you got it right, but the second time you said track, we're going to track the best.
We're going to draft the best.
There it is. Okay. There it is.
Can we do take two?
Okay, yeah, here we go.
So we
Try
have that
it again.
We're going to draft the best Super Bowl moments.
Nice.
Thank you.
The best part is we're actually drafting lunch foods. No, I'm kidding.
So thank you for joining us. We have that and a lot more coming up and anything you want to talk about in the chats. But good morning. We come to you today from southern New England where it's going to be 60.
Woo!
Last Friday.
Beach day.
Yeah. Last Friday when we were here, the wind was blowing and it was already, 17 or something like that?
Yeah.
So hope you all made out okay with the deep freeze that we had in New England last week. I know Abby had some bitter temperatures.
Yeah.
Oh, 24 below. I think was that on the thermometer? 24 below, and it was even colder with the wind.
She says heat wave up here, looking at 37.
Yes,
let's go.
Yes.
That's actually a beach day for them.
Now I got up on Saturday morning, and it was cold in the house. So I turned, obviously the heat's lower at night. So I turned the heat up. No improvement. Mm-hmm. Turned it up a little. I actually turned it up to, I think the highest I got was, I had it up to 78. And It was still 62 in the house.
Right. You're forgetting the key thing we woke up to on Saturday morning, though, was a frozen shower drain.
Oh, that's right.
We're pretty much pros when it comes to dripping water and everything. We had the faucets going. Did not have the shower going, though. Yeah.
No. And I asked Trish about that.
Yeah.
My name's not Trish.
Right. I asked her if I should run, the shower drip, and she said, no, that should be okay. So
wow, fully putting the blame on Trish is what you just did.
Well,
a pretty messed up thing to do.
Isn't that what a husband does?
That's my mother. That's my mother you're talking about.
So, yeah, it was, I turned I was the first one in the shower. Mm-hmm. So I turned the shower on, and it was slow to come out, and I thought, uh-oh. But then the hot water came out, and, it warmed up. It was nice and hot. Had a little steam going in the bathroom.
Two different drains, though, isn't it? Or pipes? I don't know. Yeah. I'm not a plumber.
It was the drain that froze, so that as I took a shower, I had, 3 or 4 inches of water?
Petey boy was, water up to his ankles. He was enjoying a shower bath.
Hey, but you say I was putting the blame on Trish.
Yeah.
She had the answer.
She did.
Yeah, we called her. We told her what was going on.
I mean, I'm the one that performed it, so I get some credit.
Go Reddit. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Sorry. Whew. Thank you. No. So, yeah, salt. Salt was Trish's key.
Yeah, he just took the Morton salt container and put a little down there.
Well, because there was already water in the tub, so we couldn't put, warm water. Plus, then you worry about the pipes cracking, and, we didn't want any of that. So Trish was like, get a funnel. I was like, okay, we got one of those. Mm-hmm. Get some salt. I was like, we got some salt.
Yeah.
Salt in the, 20 minutes later?
Cleared up.
Yep.
And by the way,
that Trish, man.
Yeah.
Always thinking.
To finish the story about the heat, the furnace just couldn't keep up because we're in an old beach cottage and just with the wind blowing off the water and I guess it's not sealed up that great,
maybe not.
You could feel a draft coming in one window, So
you could feel a draft coming in every window.
So the next morning, when the temperature rose, the house started to warm up. So
yeah,
everything was fine.
Yep,
so.
It was just that one day, but It was a cold one.
Hopefully you made out okay with the storm. What? Not storm, but the Arctic blast.
Yeah, there it is. I was worried no one would come to Mikey B's. It was so cold, but people came.
Yeah. It was a nice crowd. It wasn't as intimate as I thought it might be.
Right. Which was your nice way of saying no
empty.
There's a chance no one's going to show up, sweetie. I was like, don't call me sweetie.
By the way, he will be there again tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. 6 to 8.
6
I'll
to
be
8.
there. Come on by.
Mikey B. You know what's fun about...
Have some food and listen to some music.
You know what's been fun, like going the past three weeks, is that I get to try something different on the menu every time.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome.
Because
you're welcome for that, for being there.
They have such a varied little commercial for Mikey B's here, but they have such a varied menu that you say, I can't decide.
I mean, the more people that go, the better I look. So
True.
Yeah.
True.
So
right.
Let's keep this rolling.
Let's do it.
Tell your cousins, your uncles, your mailman. Just everybody. Your milk. Does anybody have a milkman anymore?
Milkman. I think they do exist.
Get your milkman or milkwoman and bring them on by.
Welcome to Friday. It is February 10th. It is National Cream Cheese Brownie Day. I'm down.
I don't know. That sounds weird.
Really?
A cream cheese brownie?
I've had them, though. They're really good.
Maybe just don't tell me there's cream cheese in it.
Okay. All right. We'll do that. It's also National Umbrella Today. Didn't Rihanna sing that song?
Under my umbrella.
Was that her?
Ella, yeah.
Ironic she's singing this weekend.
So ironic, yeah.
I know.
Maybe that was the plan the whole time.
On the date book for today, on this day in 1920, baseball outlawed all pitches involving tampering with the ball. That was in 1920. How's that working out?
Well, everyone's just got to have a strip search after every inning is what it is.
On this day in 1940, In the Mood by Glenn Miller hits number 1.
Let's hear it.
It's an instrumental, isn't it?
I don't care. Give me something.
In the
mood.
Don't I have the right song?
In the mood.
I think that's the right song.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry debuted the cartoon, debuted on this day in 1940. On this day in 1942, Glenn Miller was awarded his first ever gold record for selling 1 million copies of Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Let's hear it. You got a busy day today.
Chattanooga Choo Choo, won't you choo choo me home?
In the mood.
In
the mood.
On this day in 1971, Carole King released her album Tapestry.
Let's hear a song off Tapestry.
It's too late, baby, now it's too late.
In the mood.
To get on the Chattanooga choo-choo.
In the mood.
Trying. It won the Grammy for Album of the Year on this day in 1972. Oh, I have another one. On this day in 1979, Rod Stewart peaked at number 1 with Do You Think I'm Sexy?
Let's hear it.
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on, baby, let me know.
In the mood, in the mood.
Celebrity birthdays. Actor Robert Wagner is 92. Singer Roberta Flack is 86. Swimmer Olympic medalist Mark Spitz is 72. Golfer Greg Norman is 67. George Stephanopoulos from ABC News is 62.
What a name.
Born in Fall River.
Oh.
Laura Dern, the actress, 55. Oh, Daryl Johnston, the football player, commentator, he's 57. Elizabeth Banks is 48. And Emma Roberts is 32. All right.
A lot of birthdays.
Yeah.
Man.
Who do we have in the chat?
Lots of people. I can't even keep up here. Justin's funny, though. He was first. He put that like yesterday. There's like... people are fighting to the death out here to get first. There is no achievement whatsoever. You don't win anything.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to give you.
No.
Whether it's here or the live stream, my live stream on Wednesdays. But yeah, people fight to be first. It's great. I love it. I love it.
Didn't Diane set her alarm?
For my live stream, yeah. So Justin said, watch this. Watch this. Yeah.
You signed on last night. Yeah.
I said, well, Justin, technically you do work for the show, so I'm not so sure. He was not on the clock. He was not on the clock at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I will say that. Abby says, I like the thumbnail for today's show. It's giving bickering. Yeah. That's probably what we were doing. I don't remember what it was. I'm doing something with my hands, and we're looking at each other like throw down.
Sometimes I see those. I don't see them till he puts them up.
Yeah.
So sometimes I look at the thumbnail and I'm like, because 9 times out of 10 you got me doing.
Yeah, well, the way I look for it is I try and I don't want just like a boring one of us talking, so I look for one of two things. If you laughing because then I know I'm probably doing something stupid. And so like I like to, if I'm doing something weird with my hands,
yes,
I like to do it because it's just, I don't know, it's funny. Yeah, and I give you a little smile, a little I'm hoping that your smile welcomes people in here. That's the goal, at least.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't scare them away.
I know.
Gail did say happy sunny but super windy morning.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's going to get windy here this afternoon.
Abby said the other day it was negative 47 with the wind.
Yeah.
Yikes! Yikes! Diane says, is there anything that women can't do? What would you boys do without her? I don't think I would have made it this far. Yeah.
Probably not.
No, I genuinely don't think so.
No, me neither.
Because I would have done something stupid that she deterred me from doing, most likely. True. I can't think of a direct example, but like I was probably walking on a bridge and she was like, don't go that way. Keep walking straight. You're on a bridge. And yeah.
And sometimes I wonder, how does she know this stuff?
Salt,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm the one that's always reading
was
and
not
learning
expecting
stuff.
the salt thing.
Yeah.
No, she pulled that out of nowhere.
A lot of times.
It worked like a frickin' charm.
Yeah. A lot of times, she was raised by her grandparents. So she often refers to her grandma. Oh, my grandmother taught me that.
Yeah.
So it's like, she's got a lot of wisdom.
A lot of wisdom
from George and Mary.
Graham.
George and Mary.
Graham. I've never met Graham. I wish I did.
No, you didn't.
Seems like a wise lady, but you know what?
Was.
I meet Graham every day through Trish.
There you go.
There it is.
Graham or Mary was one very, very quiet lady, but you knew she was always thinking and had an opinion about everything, probably.
She had that salt in the pipes information.
But she was always, and then every now and then she just hits you with a line of wisdom and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
So.
She could probably cure cancer if she was around here.
Probably.
Yeah. Garrick said they kept calling it the bitter blast at work, which is such a horrible tongue twister. Not as much as the tongue twister you hit me with before the show started, which was leisure suit, which is what I struggle with greatly.
You struggle with that word?
I think it's the of the leisure going into suit.
Leisure
suit. Leisure suit.
For those of you listening on the podcast.
Yeah, tell everyone about your shacket.
Yeah, I'm wearing what's called a shacket, right?
He loves it.
This is a combination shirt jacket.
Yeah.
So, but as I sat down and looked at myself on the monitor, I was like, this looks like a 1970s leisure suit.
And then I was like, leisure suit. Yeah, that's where that came in.
My brother had one that was pale blue.
Nice.
And I think mine was a version of green, not a green like the T-shirt I'm wearing, but like a lighter green.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was the 70s, man.
I always picture light blue is what I always picture.
Yeah.
I feel like that's classic leisure suit. Mm-hmm. Anyways, bitter blast. Hopefully it's gone, which it is at the moment. Sarah says she's going with the Portuguese steak this week.
Oh, at Mikey B's?
Yeah, I don't know what makes it Portuguese.
That's with an egg on top, right?
Ooh.
They fry an egg and put that on top.
That's gonna be expensive.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the Pete Braley Show if we didn't make a dad joke about eggs.
Separate checks.
Oh,
okay?
there it is. Yeah, separate checks. You're getting an egg. Abby says I want to try a new dish every Saturday. Abby, come on down.
What have I had so
House
far?
is always
open. I love the baked haddock. Which everybody says, you're getting fish? It's like, yeah, I just love, no, it was New Bedford scrod. It was fish. So I had a fish, did I tell that story?
I don't know. I don't know what the story is.
The story of the potatoes? So I don't
think so.
I thought we were a table of like 8.
Yeah.
So I thought we were going to all get an appetizer and share.
I'm pretty famous.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of people wanted to see me.
So when they came for the appetizer order, I said, I'll have some potato skins. And I thought I'd share them with the whole table. So the potato skins came and ended up nobody else wanted potatoes. Son-in-law Josh was sitting across from me, and I'm like, you got to help me, dude. So he had one, if not 2.
That's a good man.
But then I had ordered the scrod, the fish, and you had a choice of rice, fries, or baked, and I ordered baked. So I ended up eating like 3 potatoes.
Jeez. This guy literally went there and was like, you got enough potatoes for me, right? Like, I'm the potato man. You showed up the second time, they were like, go out back and get the extra bag of potatoes. Pete's here. Anyways, we got a lot of chats we'll get to in the post show.
All right, let's get to our main story, which obviously the Super Bowl this weekend. We'll talk about that in moments. But our main story is that Stephen returned home this week. That's my son-in-law. That's my grandson's daddy, Sarah's husband. He was deployed back in August. The aircraft carrier George H.W. Bush which is still deployed. I made a post yesterday about how they are sending the ship over towards Turkey in case more aid is requested after that horrible earthquake. So the Navy will be nearby, and if they're asked to go in, they will. We actually don't know when my son Doug will be coming home, but they were recently in Athens, and that's where Stephen walked off the boat and began the journey home. He's going to visit with us and the family for a little bit, and then the family's off to a well-deserved Disney vacation before they head for Texas and his next assignment in Corpus Christi.
Yeah, just their group. I wasn't invited to Disney.
Me neither.
Pretty rude, if you ask me.
Yeah, well,
we'll give them shelter.
Somebody's going to watch.
Give them a roof over their head for so long.
Somebody's going to watch the dogs, you know.
It's always me with the dogs.
Yeah,
that's it. Me and the dogs.
By the way, if you do follow the show and the stuff I write, Liam has a special edition of Raising Grampy that'll be published tomorrow morning at PeteBraley.com. I'm sorry, Sunday morning at PeteBraley.com. And you can find it go to the website or also links on Facebook and Twitter.
Kid's just always writing. He's just a writing fan.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
What a
great
guy.
He takes over the tablet. I lose it for the whole day.
He's good. He knows how to use it. He knows the drill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If I have a question about downloading pictures or something, I go to him.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
No, you don't.
I go to him.
You go to him, and I refer to my assistant at the moment, Sarah.
Yes.
Because she's here, and then when she leaves, I'm gonna have to take on the role again.
Looking forward to that?
No, not at all.
All right, it is time for this week's Stumpah. Then we'll get to some Super Bowl talk. Only 1% of us choose to do this when we travel. Choose to do what? Only 1% of us choose to do this when we travel. Choose to do what? We'll put your answers in the chat, and we'll get to those in just a couple of minutes. Reminder for you, you can follow our socials during the week. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. A couple of posts this week. I mentioned National Pizza Day, where I asked whether or not you like thin crust or thick. He likes thick. I like thin.
Thin crust is like having pizza on a tortilla. Can't stand it.
Okay. What was the other thing I mentioned this? Oh, we asked about, I posted the random question last night. Why do you watch the Super Bowl? Is it for the game, the commercials, the halftime show? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if too many people weighed in on that, but...
oh, well, I'll weigh in, Peter.
Oh, you'll do it?
Yes. Okay. No, I've seen some people weighing in on that, I think.
Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, it would really help us out. You can email us during the week at thepetebraleyshow@gmail.com. And we have a voicemail number if you think of something you want to ask us or you think we should talk about or you have a Feel Good Friday story, call 774-473-9910. That's 774-473-9910. Operators are standing by.
But wait, call now. We'll double your order. Call now at 774-473-9910, and we'll throw in another Pete.
Order before midnight tomorrow.
There'll be 2 Pete's answering the phone.
Yes. How am I going to do that?
One's enough, trust me.
All right, our Stumpah this morning, only 1% of us choose to do this when we travel. Choose to do what?
Gary says sleep.
Sleep. No.
Incorrect. Gary says get TSA pre-check.
No.
Oh, but we have it, and it is so nice.
I know. Why didn't we get it sooner?
You get to go right through. Don't even have to take your shoes off. But you know what I like? Traveling in the summer.
What's that?
I can wear flip-flops.
Oh, that's right. Because you don't have to walk barefoot.
You would not catch me wearing flip-flops if I had to walk barefoot in an airport. But now I can wear flip-flops if I want because I don't have to take my shoes off.
Nice.
Anyways, Gail says travel insurance.
Travel insurance, no. But
correct.
A good thing.
Yeah.
Good thing to have.
Let's see. Abby says go alone.
No.
Justin says work.
Nope.
Ooh, work when you travel. Good guess. Gary says arrive at the airport 3 hours early.
No.
Man, I remember those Disney trips when we were young. We would literally get to the airport like 8 hours early. That's an exaggeration, but as a kid, that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Now as an adult, I'm like, okay, my flight's we board at 1:30. I should probably get there by like 1:45. Emily says take nothing with you.
No, that's not
That's
it.
a legendary move.
Yes.
You're like, I don't even need anything. I need the clothes on me. I'm going home. I don't care. Apparently Emily's just rolling in the dough. She's
That's
like,
it.
I'm gonna pick up new clothes when I get there.
That's when you get there, right?
I don't need a toothbrush. I'll buy a new one.
Yep.
Or I just won't brush my... No, I'm kidding. Abby says, Gail she was also going to say insurance. Gary says, stay at a friend's house.
No.
Not it. Gail says blog.
No.
Staying on topic with the whole Liam thing. Dana says fly.
Fly. Nope.
Dana.
Only 1% of us choose to fly when we travel.
How are you traveling?
Yeah.
I feel like that's, what, are you taking a boat? Or are you taking a wagon? What's going on there?
Boat.
A lot of people fly, Dana. Diane says stay in smoking room at the hotel.
No.
That's a good specific guess.
Yeah.
Emily says nowhere to stay. All right. Not it. Dana says travel on a bus. I guess a little bit better than plane.
True.
But I'm still thinking that's probably more than 1%. Abby says sleep in our car.
No.
Not it. Justin says exercise.
No.
Good guess. Probably not a lot of people exercising on vacation. Gary says take public transportation.
Oh, no.
Not it. Abby says wing it. Make no plans. Dang.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's ballsy. But 1% maybe that's right.
Evidently, my dad used to do that with and he used to drive my mom crazy.
I mean, yeah, I could picture that. I could picture Nana getting driven crazy.
I'm talking probably the 1950s. And he would say, "Let's go for a ride. Where are we going? We'll see where the road takes us.
Let's just go to Kentucky."
Yeah.
I don't know why. I heard their fried chicken's pretty good. Dana says don't eat out.
No, that's not it.
Not it. Abby says bring no luggage.
No.
Justin says never leave the hotel.
No.
Gail says go off the grid. Ooh.
Oh, no, that's not it.
Not it. Abby says go to the airport without a destination planned.
Wow.
Dang, you went, wow. You buying a ticket at the airport?
So, like, you walking
it's
down.
like the same thing. You're like,
You walking down all the gates and you go, let's see, that Atlanta.
Well, no, don't you have to buy a ticket before you get to the gates?
Bahamas. Yeah, I think
yeah,
you do.
okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to at least decide at the little desk
Ticket
thing.
counter. Yeah.
Anyways, Justin says take no pictures.
No, that's not
That's
it.
a good guess, though. Abby says unplug.
No.
Dana says don't drink.
No.
Not it. Dana says ride a rhinoceros. Okay. Switching it up. No giraffe.
No giraffe this week.
Gail says wear our best outfit.
No.
Right.
No.
Abby says not pre-purchasing tickets for the event. So she's going the other of what she is. Justin said go to the doctor's.
No.
While you're traveling. That would stink.
Yeah.
Gary says booking a trip the day before.
No.
Get ready to pay some pretty penny. Gary says go to the hospital. No. I love seeing people piggyback on other people's answers. It's just funny to me.
Just change the wording a little.
Yeah. They're like, nah. They missed it. I got it, though. Abby says bring a pet.
No.
No. Justin says taxes.
Taxes.
What? I think that was just his guess from last
Only
week.
1% of us choose to do taxes when we travel.
I mean, hey, you got nothing better to do.
I guess.
But that involves like social security numbers and stuff. Maybe not while you're traveling. That's an accountant's opinion. Diane says take the husband and kids.
No. Only 1%.
Guys, think about this. Abby said travel without a cell phone.
No.
That's bold, though. That's a little scary. A little scary this day and age. Justin says, tell no one you left for vacation. Dang.
No.
Not it. Emily says, not tell anyone where you're going. Not it. No. Abby says, don't post on social media. No. Abby says, choosing layovers. Oh, good guess, Abby. I want to give her the win. That's not it.
No.
I want to give her, choosing a flight where you can choose not a layover or a layover, and you choose the layover.
Right.
That'd be like a 1% thing.
Oh, I'd rather sit and wait for 5 hours.
Abby, that's my, I don't know, what can I give that?
Honorable mention.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah, that's my comeback player of the year.
Raise our
award.
coffee cup to you.
Yes, that's great. That's a great guess. I'm distracted now. Gary says picking a flight with a layover to save money. Gary's piggybacking today. He's like, I'm gonna add the part about saving money. Yeah,
maybe that's
what Abby forgot. Yeah. Abby says taking the next flight when they overbook the plane.
No.
Oh, good guess. Good guess. When they're like, do we have any volunteers to wait in this airport miserably for a couple more hours? Gail says take the long way home. Take me the long way around your town. I haven't played that song in a while.
No, you haven't.
Maybe
Tomorrow night?
Yeah. That's a little short notice.
Oh, okay.
Maybe next week. Last guess for now. Abby says go home early.
Go home early? No. All right.
Stumped. We'll be back. We'll be back with a hint.
Yeah, clue for you in just a bit. Before we get to the Super Bowl, did you hear that Prince Harry was in talks last year to host Saturday Night Live? This is according to the, page 6 of the New York Post. Sources say that Harry was going to headline the show in the run-up to the January release of his book. You've seen the book. It's called Spare. But evidently negotiations stalled at the 11th hour, quote unquote. What is the 11th hour, by the way? When they say, stalled at the 11th hour, right before it was going to happen?
Yes.
I think so.
So I guess 12 is just like the go-to.
Okay.
Like that's the hour. 12 is the hour.
So the 11th hour is like almost there.
I guess. I don't know.
No reason was given for why Harry backed out. Sources tell Page Six that Lorne Michaels, the head honcho of Saturday Night Live, he still wants the Prince on the show. He says, I could see Harry coming on as a surprise in a sketch some week. That'd be cool.
I mean, they had Elon Musk, so,
Yeah, and I don't know. We just recently watched the Harry and Meghan documentary on Netflix. Not sure if I was going to buy his book because I think everything's already been said, between the Oprah interview.
And now you get to read it in print.
Oh, could be. Yes. Could be. All right, some Super Bowl talk now. Philadelphia versus Kansas City Sunday nights. A couple of state senators in Tennessee have proposed a bill that would make Super Bowl Monday an official holiday. They want to take Columbus Day away and give employees in Tennessee the day after the Super Bowl instead. What do you think? Good idea?
I mean, I don't hate it, but I think we'll keep going. I think this is a better idea.
Yeah, there is some logic because the Monday after the Super Bowl is not that productive for many people.
Right.
Whether it's fatigue or a hangover. But the Super Bowl is run by the NFL. It's a business. Nobody's stopping them from maybe moving it. I've always said, move it to Saturday.
Right. I don't really think there's any argument as to why they can't. I mean, they'll think of some, but in reality, just move it to the Saturday. Justin says, give us both. I'm down. I'm down for that. Just give us, make it Indigenous Peoples Day permanently.
Right.
So we have that, and then we have the Monday after the Super Bowl. One of the two, though. Just move it to Saturday or take the Monday off.
Yeah. I don't know why it's on. Maybe it's just because tradition is football on Sunday, or...
All you old people. It's always been this way.
We've never done it this way before.
No, I'm not having it any other way.
Super Bowl Sunday is the second biggest eating day in the United States. What do you think it's second to?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's second only to Thanksgiving. The annual Madden simulation of the Super Bowl is in. They've done this every year since Madden's been around. And we have good news for Eagles fans. The game predicts, this is the Madden version of the Super Bowl, predicts that the Philadelphia Eagles will pull away in the second half and defeat the Chiefs 31-17.
Do we know how accurate Madden's been over the years? That's what I'd be curious.
I'm sure you can find it.
I don't know. We read it every year.
Yeah.
Is it ever right?
Well, speaking of that, there is a Reddit user who has become famous for making 15 consecutive Super Bowl picks, which have resulted in 15 straight losses.
Oh, nice.
All right, so
the curse of the Redditor.
Yeah, this guy is 0 for 15.
How can you be that bad?
And this year, he's picking the Eagles.
Ooh.
So we got Madden saying the Eagles win. Then we have this guy who's
saying the Eagles win, but really it means they're going to lose.
Yeah, because he's 0 for 15. So.
Yikes.
Yeah.
How are you that bad, though?
Yeah, I mean...
you think you got to get one of them.
I would think so. I mean, what are the chances of getting 15 in a row wrong?
Right.
I mean, it's like...
Even if I tried to guess 15 incorrectly,
right?
I don't think I could do it. I think I would get some right.
Oh, and if you're on TikTok, now how do you find something? Do you type in the hashtag or... I'm specific. I saw a video this week that talked about the NFL scripted.
Okay, yeah.
And this guy says he's seen the script for Sunday.
Oh.
And he gives you the final score. He even tells you quarter by quarter what the score will be.
Is this the time traveler that also said aliens are coming?
No, he doesn't say he's a time traveler.
Okay.
So, I always have trouble going back to find a TikTok if I don't save it.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the little, there's a little thing all over the internet. It's a little magnifying glass, the icon. That means search.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I'm messing with you, but TikTok is difficult. Once a TikTok is gone, it's hard to find.
Yes.
There's some. I did actually find there's a watch history for TikTok. You can. It's in your.
See what I've watched?
I think so. It's in your settings. I've seen it before. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's in your settings. You can find your watch history.
The reason I want to go back to this was I didn't write down what he predicted, so I thought it would be cool if I write it down.
Did you like it? Do you know?
Yes.
Oh, so it's in your likes.
Okay.
Just go to your likes.
All right, that's how I'll find it.
All right, you and me. We'll talk after the show.
Jason Kelce and his wife Kylie are bringing a special guest to the Super Bowl. They're bringing her OBGYN. Kylie is 38 weeks pregnant with the couple's third child, and they're concerned that she could give birth at the game. So the doctor gets a free trip to the big game along with the rest of the extended Kelce family. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is if you don't follow football too well, this is the first time two brothers have played against each other.
Yeah.
We have Jason. We have Jason Kelce for Philadelphia and Travis Kelce for Kansas City.
Right.
They don't play at the same time, though. They're both on offense.
And this is the year they started a podcast. So, I mean, Scripted did their advertising budget lean into Roger Goodell's pocket, and they were like, listen, we're going to blow this up big. We both need to be in the Super Bowl. So have your scriptwriters get that in. No, I'm just kidding.
I did read, and of course, everyone's interviewing the mom, and there was a online petition to get her to be the one that flips the coin to start the game. But I guess she's come out and said that they're going to honor their military. They're going to honor Pat Tillman, who is a former Arizona. The game's in Arizona,
right?
So Pat Tillman, who's a former Cardinals player, went to he walked away from football, went to the war, ended up dying in action. So they're gonna military people are gonna flip the coin. And she's like that,
right?
Thank you, everybody, but that's more important.
Yes, right.
Yeah. All right. So
I mean, if it's scripted though, there'll be an overtime coin toss.
That's right.
Maybe we can write that in the script, and then we can have her go out then.
Still to come this morning, we will talk about your favorite we're going to draft the most popular Super Bowl moments, and we'll ask why you watch the game. Is it for the game, the food, the commercials? I have a problem with that question.
Or the family conversation.
Yes. What did I read this morning? 61% of Americans will watch the game. Which I thought it would be higher, but I guess
it is a big staple. Yeah. It is a staple in America here.
So it's time for us to make our picks, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm
really, I'm torn. I was pretty confident up until like a couple days ago. I started feeling a little different. Yeah, but I think I got to go with my OG pick.
Okay, what your OG? Oh, the original. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow, you are.
I'm tired today.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
It has nothing to do with age.
No, while you were saying that, I was thinking, what was my original pick? Was it San Francisco and Kansas City?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you picked Kansas City. Wait, did you? Somebody go back and check.
Okay.
I think you did. Yeah.
I don't know if I did. I thought because I knew we'd be doing it before the game. So.
Oh, I don't know.
All right. I'm going to change though. I'm going Philadelphia.
Think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I know that San Francisco was down to like their fifth string quarterback, and they brought in a guy from the parking lot or something. But the way Philadelphia just handled San Francisco,
right?
I think, I just think they're too much. I'll go with Philadelphia.
Yeah. So I'm going to go Philadelphia as well, solely because the 49ers had the best defense in the league, and the Eagles just kind of pooped on them. And so I don't think the Chiefs have as good of defense. So I think the Eagles are just going to score a lot of points. I mean, the Eagles' offense is really good. But this past week, I don't know. I just got a little gut feeling that like I kind of feel like Kansas City's going to win. But I'm going to stick to my original pick.
Your OG.
My original. Right. I'm going to keep it simple for you. My original pick. I'm going to go the Eagles. Yes.
All right, let us know in the chat what you think. All right. We'll get to the different prop bets you can make. I love this story that comes up every year. Not just, they're going to win by this, by the spread, and this guy's going to be MVP. The other stuff you can bet on for Sunday's game coming up. But let's go back to the Stumpah. And our Stumpah this morning is only 1% of us choose to do this when we travel. Our first clue is, well, it's kind of obvious because only 1%, but our first clue is most people avoid this at all costs.
Yeah.
Most people avoid this.
Not many people are choosing this.
No. Yeah. No. And I know that's obvious by the 1%, but just to emphasize
yeah, except you got Dana out here guessing flying, so maybe it wasn't as obvious.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't.
Just saying.
That's true.
Just saying.
All right, so what do you think? Only 1% of us choose to do this when we travel. Most people avoid this at all costs. So let us know in the chat. You can let me know when we have a few guesses.
Yes, sir.
I read it. I'll get to your guesses in just a second. I read a story this week that kind of blew my mind. I mean, would you want this? There's a company that has created an artificial intelligence system that allows you to upload your voice, your movement patterns, and your personality traits into artificial intelligence, into a chatbot that will allow your surviving relatives to talk to you in the metaverse after your death.
This is literally a Black Mirror episode on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
The system is called ChatGPT, and it's programmed to act and sound just like the person who's crossed over. And as long as the computer remains plugged in, what happens at a power failure?
True.
But as long as the computer remains plugged in, the person who's crossed over can still be reached and never die.
Nah.
I know I'm going to sound like the old guy here, but it's like, do we need this? I mean,
nah, I'm good. That would just mess with people mentally. I don't think that's a good thing, you know? I
mean, I can understand and I empathize with anyone who's had loss, who still would love to have a conversation, but to be able to just, put on those virtual reality goggles and sit down with someone and have a chat?
I don't know. That's really weird.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Yeah. Crazy story this week.
All right, we do have some answers.
All right. Only 1% of us choose to do this when we travel. Most people avoid this at all costs. What do you got?
Let's see. Diane says traveling to visit family.
No.
Not it. Emily says sit next to the bathroom.
Oh, good guess, but no.
Gail says lose luggage.
No.
They choose. Excuse me. Can you lose this suitcase, please?
I really don't like this one.
I want to buy a new one, but my wife says I can't.
This has my husband's tacky sweater in it.
Yeah,
Would you make it disappear?
Get this away. Justin says elevators.
No.
Not it. Abby says body searches. Excuse me. Why don't you come on over here? I may have something in my pocket.
Don't you want some of this?
That's wrong. Gary says, speaking of squares, we have some for sale. Oh, he's talking about Super Bowl squares.
Oh, nice.
Gary says, pick the middle seat.
Pick the middle seat is right. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about, Gary. Gary, your name's not on the board. I was like, where's this Gary kid at? Like, what's good with this?
That's right.
Now he's on.
He's on.
The world is back to normal.
Joining a bunch of people with one answer. Only 1% of us choose the middle seat when we travel. And could someone tell me why? Why would you?
You just love the camaraderie
Kumbaya,
of the group.
I want to fight for that armrest all the way to Cleveland.
I was stuck there once. Luckily, it was a short flight, but I'm a plane sleeper. Yeah, I was stuck in the middle seat, fell asleep, woke up, panicked because when you fall into a deep sleep and you're by yourself, I was by myself.
Oh, right.
And when you wake up from a deep sleep, immediate panic of like, what did I do? You lose control of yourself. Did I drool? Did I lean on somebody? Did I fart? I don't know.
Did I put my head on someone's shoulder?
I don't know. So immediate panic, but I kept dozing off and I would wake up in immediate panic. Like, did I behave myself? So everyone was probably, because I was probably like waking up and like spazzing out and everyone was like, what is wrong with this kid? Yeah, no. Middle seat.
Yep.
Gross.
Choosing it. Yeah.
Definitely only 1%.
Congratulations, Gary.
Yeah.
All right. Foodie Friday is next. That is where we sample foods from both cities. All right. But first, let's look at those prop bets. Betting and football go hand in hand, and there are some surprising bets before Sunday. Of course, you can bet on who will win. As Gary said, he's selling squares for the football. You can bet on how many touchdowns each quarterback will throw. Now, some of the odd bets that are being placed this year, you can bet on the coin flip. 77% think it's going to be tails. So
yeah, I mean, tails never fails. I believe is the mindset.
Right.
There. Yeah.
And maybe they read the script.
Although it does fail 50% of the time.
You would think.
Statistically.
You would think.
Yeah.
A pair of $500 bets has been placed on a kicker being named the MVP. It has never happened.
So I was thinking about this. It would have to be like a really crappy game in which like the only scoring that happens is a kicker. Like maybe a kicker kicks like 5 field goals, maybe has like 2 or 3 at 50+ yards, and nothing else happens kind of thing.
Even if the Patriots' first Super Bowl win,
right?
Adam Vinatieri kicked the winning field goal with no time left, and Tom Brady was the MVP.
I'm thinking nothing really happens in the game, but then a game-winning like 65-yarder, like really deep. That's what I'm thinking.
I'll do it.
It would have to get you the MVP.
You can bet on the color of Gatorade being poured on the winning head coach. I was trying to think. there's blue, there's pink, but the lemon lime or green is the most popular.
Is it?
So, yeah. You can bet on the results of the first scoring play. Is it going to be a touchdown, safety, field goal?
But I think it even goes to the specific player.
Yes. Yeah. You can bet on how many punts there will be in the game.
I'm going to say the first scoring play, a Jalen Hurts rushing touchdown is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark that down, somebody.
Yep.
Or bookmark this. You can bet on the length of the national anthem. Chris Stapleton singing it this year.
I think he's a pretty slow singer. I would go for the over.
He would, right. You can bet on how many songs Rihanna will sing at halftime because they edit them.
Say her name again.
Rihanna.
Okay, there you go.
What did I say?
Rihanna is what it sounded like.
That's a Fleetwood Mac hit, I think.
Okay.
Rihanna rings like the bells in the... Okay, so Rihanna, you can bet on how many songs she'll sing at halftime.
I mean, you could go back and look at all the other halftime shows, see what we're working with. But, if she throws like a mashup in there, it's going to really mess up the numbers.
You can bet on which brand will air the first commercial. I'm going to say Doritos. Because it could be Doritos, Budweiser.
I don't know. I feel like the first one is kind of a random one. I'm just going to go like E-Trade. I don't know.
And you can bet on who the Super Bowl MVP will thank first: his team, his family, the fans, or God.
I'm gonna say God. I feel like a good go-to is like, first off, I just want to thank God for the yeah.
Don't you feel weird though betting that it's going to be God?
I want to thank God for blessing and the light that He shines upon my shoulder blades on the day to day. I don't know.
You could be good at that.
Maybe.
Yeah. So some of the odd Super Bowl bets you can make this year. All right, it is time for Foodie Friday, and this week we get ready for the Super Bowl. Time once again for Foodie Friday. And of course, the Super Bowl coming up this weekend. Sarah had an idea that we should have one food from Kansas City and one food from Philadelphia. So we're having ribs and Philly cheesesteak, right?
No, neither.
No, we don't have the budget for that.
Exactly.
Anyway, all right. So first, Sarah found this corn dish. Tell me what this is about.
So I Googled Kansas City snacks. And obviously it said like barbecue. And
hello, Charles.
I looked up Kansas City snacks, and obviously it said things like ribs and burnt ends and stuff like that. But, I am not an avid meat smoker. So I said, no thanks. So I saw a dish that I guess they serve at a lot of barbecue places there. And it's called like cheesy corn. And I was like, okay, I can do cheese. I can do corn.
I like it.
So it's a mixture of cream cheese, cheddar cheese, milk, and frozen corn with like some spices and stuff.
All right.
So the internet says this is a thing. So obviously it's
gotta be true.
Right. Yeah, we're trusting the internet.
Yep. All right. So shall we try the corn first?
Yeah, I figure we'll try both, and whichever one's better is going to predict who's going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, we could do that.
Solely based on Sarah's cooking.
This is
forks.
Our Foodie Friday fork to eat corn with. Yeah. So okay,
let's do it. I'm excited. I like corn dishes. Some cream corn.
You know what's funny? I was never a creamed corn fan until my daughter-in-law Marla. She showed us her recipe, and I was like, "Ooh, this is good."
All right, this is very challenging. Let's just clink bowls.
Yeah. There we go.
Cheers. All right, here we go.
Kansas City treat.
That's good. I mean, you can't go wrong. It has everything that you could possibly want in this.
What does this taste like that I've had before? Cheese and corn, right? Very good.
That's good stuff. And little behind the scenes thing. Tonight, we're actually having this with dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she made a whole,
Yeah, she was like, if it's good, we're going to have it with dinner. I was like, I'm down. So it's good. So we'll be having it with dinner.
Did you bring the Foodie Friday floss?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't.
Okay.
It's gold as well, just like the forks.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Oh, nice, nice.
All right, we should score this first, right? That's good. That's good stuff. I think I know what'll go.
I would give this a 7.
Okay.
I think it's good. Yeah.
I was thinking 7.5.
Okay.
I think it's good as well. It's solid, and I think 7.5 is a really solid score.
All right, so good. That's the score we're giving Kansas City.
Yeah, 7.5.
And 7.5.
Now it's time for Philly.
So tell me about this pretzel thing. This is Philadelphia?
Yeah. So again, I Googled what snacks is Philadelphia known for. And I did learn some interesting things like Ritz crackers were made there and animal crackers were made there.
That'd be a very boring Foodie Friday.
Wouldn't it?
Ritz crackers. Yeah.
So after getting past Philly cheesesteak, because I wasn't going to do Philly dirty and try to make a Philly cheesesteak in cold Massachusetts.
Yeah, it felt wrong to try.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah. There was a bunch of recipes and stuff for Philadelphia soft pretzels. And from what I can tell, it just seems like a pretzel, but shaped a different way.
Okay.
All right.
Just, that's just my opinion.
Well, we enjoy pretzels, so I'm excited for this.
Yeah. So again, it's just like a pretty basic pretzel dough recipe. You just twist it a different way. Now, they are meant to be much longer, but, I am not a master pretzel baker. That's about as long as I can make the dough. They wanted you to roll this dough out like 30 inches long.
I mean, hey, maybe this is just the beginning of your career, though.
Could be.
Maybe.
All right. Well, thank you, Chef.
You're welcome.
I'm hoping this is good because we're going to do this again.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
We can...
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
A little salt on top. I love me a soft pretzel.
You do.
Anytime I go to a game, I got to get me soft pretzel.
I want to dip this in some cheese, maybe some mustard.
Cheese would be awesome.
Cheese corn? No. I mean...
We could try it. Who's going to do it?
For the people. Tough to get it on there. Oh, here we go. That's a good one. Put a load of that.
So what are you hoping for, an overtime tie here or what? Does that take it to another level?
I mean, the corn's like a little bit of a weird texture thing. I don't think anyone in their life has ever pictured having corn with a pretzel. But like, it's cheese.
It's cheese.
You got cheddar cheese, cream cheese in there. I mean, that's good for a homemade pretzel. I mean, nailed it.
All I can say is...
Big shout out to Sarah.
Yes,
and Trish as well.
It's not Trish.
Trish helped with the pretzels, but no, this is good stuff.
All I can say is if the game is as close as these scores I think are going to be, it'll be a great game.
We're in for a treat. Thank you.
All right,
this is tough. I think I know what I'm going.
I think I have a tie.
Really?
I'm thinking I think it's a 7 again.
7 again?
Because I'm trying to think, is it better than the corn? And I'm like, no, they were both really good.
Right.
So, tie game, 7-7.
I'm going to go straight up 7. Oh. Straight up 7.
Advantage KC.
So advantage KC, which is funny because my football prediction of the game is not that. But in terms of food, that's what it is. So I got a 7.5 to a 7. KC with the advantage. The corn's just good stuff.
Yeah, I get, but again, I'm torn. I'm like,
I mean, you got a straight up tie. You're going to overtime.
I am.
So I don't really know how we do that in Foodie Friday. We got to go to a second round, so we got to get the ribs.
The ribs and the cheesesteak.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. All right. If you have an idea for something we can try for a future Foodie Friday, whether it's a recipe you saw online
or a sports-related item.
Right. I mean, if there's a big hockey rivalry.
Sure. Don't make us eat a squid. They don't eat the squid. They just throw it on the ice.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. So that or something you see in the grocery store to let us know. We just might feature it on a future edition of Foodie Friday. And if you didn't see the chat, Abby wonders what we're going to do when Sarah leaves.
We're just going to have to fly to Texas and record like 50 of them.
And Dana pointing out, next time we should boil the raw pretzels in water with baking soda. That's how you get them to turn brown.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to do it.
We're going to have lunch with Dana and maybe hire him to replace Sarah.
Maybe. Yeah. Right.
Well, we could do
We'll have to talk to the budgetary committee.
It is time for this week's draft, and we are drafting the top Super Bowl moments. Now, there's been 57 Super Bowls, and I was even reading some stuff because, you Google so you don't miss something. Mm-hmm. I was actually Googling things that happened like in 1977.
Okay.
Now, I was 16, but I can't remember this,
Okay, that's sad. There were some things where I was like, I was 1 year old, or I wasn't alive. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. You were 16.
I was 16, and I can't remember it.
Yeah. You watched.
I did, I'm sure. So
shame on you.
Okay.
I think it's going to be an interesting list because of the sole reason of most of yours I probably was not alive for.
I don't think so. There are a few.
Not steal mine. See, I'm a little worried. I only have 8.
Oh,
so I didn't bring the 10. When you bring 10, 10, you're good.
I bring 10 or 12 every week. I can
only think 8 that I really felt good about.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. So ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I went rock last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a mind game is what rock, paper, scissors is.
Okay.
So this one, I think, has to be number one. This might have been the greatest sports moment I've experienced personally because it was my team. I remember running out to the porch and just screaming.
I think we have the same number one, yeah.
Didn't have a voice for a couple of days post-game. Mm-hmm. The Patriots come back against the Falcons.
Oh, I thought you were going with something else. Okay.
I mean, if we're thinking this, that's probably my number two.
Okay.
I just think the comeback was
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
The roller coaster of emotions, the way depression hit at halftime.
We were depressed. I'm sorry, you were. It's not my team.
Didn't talk to anyone. I couldn't even tell you who the halftime show was that year. I just sat in my chair quietly. But there's always a small ounce when Tom Brady's on the team that you're like, wouldn't it be crazy? And it happened, and that was just absolute madness.
All right, so you go with the Pats comeback over Atlanta. So I'll go with the other one we're thinking about, probably Malcolm Butler's interception against the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Which
I could see why that one could maybe be number one. Just because...
That's where I thought you were going.
Just because at that point you were like, I think we lost. Like, this is it. They're on the 1 yard line. Like, what else is there? Just give it to the running back, and that's game.
Was it Lynch?
Marshawn Lynch, yeah.
And
crazy.
But they didn't do that. So
right.
All right, you're number two.
See, now it opens up to a lot more. I think I'm going to go, though, the Santonio Holmes toe-tapping touchdown catch.
Okay, yeah, I got that one.
The Steelers versus the Cardinals.
Yep.
Yeah, because that was a crazy game, and I still don't really know how he caught that.
Let's see. My number two. See, I don't have my picks ranked here as to what's better.
Ooh.
So you think I should have?
Rookie.
All right, I'll go with Adam Vinatieri's field goal, the last second field goal to beat the St. Louis Rams.
Yeah, funny. I had that one on my list, but I don't. What year was that? I was very young. I think I was like 4.
2001.
Okay, so I was 2.
Or 2002. You were 2 or 3.
3. Yeah. Okay, so we're really just dancing around the same ages in which I did not recall that, but I still put it on my list because that was the start of the dynasty, right?
Okay.
There. Let's see. So it feels weird to pick 2 from the same game, but I'm going to go specifically from the Falcons game. Edelman's catch that I think no one in the world thought he caught because it pretty much it looked like a pretty easy incomplete pass.
And even wasn't he mic'd up, and there are scenes of him going around looking at the jumbotron saying, "See, I got that."
Yeah, no. The second he caught it, he was like telling the defenders, he was like, I think I caught it. He's like, I'm pretty sure I caught that. And then he was like, no, look, I'm serious. I think I caught that, and he did. It's one of the craziest catches.
What am I at, number 3?
Yes.
All right, number 3. Now I'm going to go back on you.
Okay.
All right, I'm talking about the year Garo Yepremian. Do you know him? Okay. He was the kicker for Miami, and the Dolphins were up, I think, 14-0. And Yepremian goes to kick a field goal. The kick is too low and is blocked, but he picks up the block, and he attempted to throw the ball downfield to somebody.
Oh.
And as he comes up, he hits his helmet with the ball.
Okay.
So he hits his helmet. The ball, he fumbles it. Mm-hmm. Picked up by the Redskins. Run it back for a touchdown. But Dolphins still win the game and complete the undefeated season. But I remember, it was after that was done, for days, people were thinking, what was he thinking? And how do you do that? How do you go to throw the ball and hit your head?
So the Dolphins were the one that fumbled it there.
Yes.
Interesting. So you pick a moment in which your team struggled.
Well, we're supposed to draft the biggest moments.
You're right. No, I'll give you that.
I'll go with that. That's
Garo
my number 3. Garo Yepremian.
Yepremian. Yes. Okay. What a name. What a name. I'm going to go number 4. I'm going to go with the Saints opening the second half with an onside kick.
Right.
That was quite unexpected, I would say. And a lot of people think that's when the momentum shifted, and that's why they won that game.
Mm-hmm. What am I at, 4?
Yes.
Number 4. How about Desmond Howard's 99-yard kickoff return in the Packers' win over the Patriots?
Okay. All right. What year was that?
I don't have that written down.
Because I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Mm-mm. I think the Super Bowl was played in New Orleans because I was on a big, hey, I got a recipe for your gumbo. I remember making
I feel like
gumbo.
There was like a million Super Bowls in New Orleans. I feel like every other year.
It was one of the New Orleans. Yeah. It was for a while. It was always New Orleans, Miami, and L.A. They only did warm weather. Yeah.
Crazy. My last pick, just because of how kind of weird it was, and I'm pretty sure this was in New Orleans. The power outage in the 49ers versus the Ravens game.
Right.
Just because, how crazy is that? It just went dark. I'm pretty sure it was it was half the stadium just went dark mid-game. So, I'm going to go with the power outage.
All right, so that's your final pick.
Yeah.
I've got a few here. All right, for my last pick, I will go way back to the time that Joe Namath, at the end of the game, ran off the field with his finger high after he had predicted the Jets would beat the Colts. Nobody thought that was possible. At the time, the Colts were in the NFL. The Jets were in the AFL.
Oh.
And everybody thought the Colts, led by Don Shula at the time, everybody thought the Colts were going to kill the Jets. Namath made a prediction to the reporters hanging around the pool. He says, no, I guarantee we're going to win. And then they won.
Dang.
So he ran off the field with number one running high.
Pretty interesting lists here. I don't know. I know Justin at one point said TikTok is going to have a field day with this draft. Yeah. No, for sure. We're going to get death threats.
Are we
always.
Really?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. People are just how dare you? Also, mine was very biased. I mean, an unbiased person probably would have mentioned some of the Giants moments against the Patriots, but
I did have what was it? David Tyree's helmet catch.
Yeah.
That was on my list.
Another one was the Jermaine Kearse for the Seahawks catch against the Patriots on that final drive. But I mean, I don't know. Then they threw a pick, so it's a little less impressive.
All right, you want to run them down?
Yeah, let's see. So my list, I got the Patriots come back over the Falcons at number 1, the Santonio Holmes toe tap and catch for number 2, Edelman's crazy pass that looked incomplete to everyone at number 3. The Saints onside kick to open the second half at number 4, and number 5 was the power outage in the 49ers and the Ravens game. You have the Malcolm Butler interception at number 1, Adam Vinatieri's game-winning kick to start the Pats dynasty at number 2, Garo Yepremian fumbling it.
I think I'll get some hate for that.
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
That's at number 3. The 99-yard kickoff return by
Desmond Howard
at number 4, and then the Joe Namath predicting the win and then winning and running off the field.
We're number 1.
Yeah. At number 5.
All right.
Two interesting lists.
Yes.
To say the least.
Top Super Bowl moments.
Yeah.
All right, coming up, we have Feel Good Friday, and we do have a local story in Feel Good Friday. That's in just a few minutes. But I almost forgot we didn't get to today's game yet.
I saw you skipped it.
I know.
I was wondering what was good with that.
Just missed it. Today's game is the Secret Sound Game, and see, if memory serves me right, you guess first on the first 2, and then I go first on the last one, right?
You know this. You always act like you're if memory serves me right. That's how we do every game that involves us guessing.
Okay.
Yeah. See?
calling me out and everything.
I can read you like a book.
I guess so. All right, what do you got?
I got 3 pretty good sounds, I think.
All right.
Searching for sounds has become one of my favorite things to do. Just because, I don't know, it's tough to gauge what's easy and what's not.
True.
I think I got some decent ones, but we'll see. So this is the first sound. Everybody quiet. Listen up. Nice and quick.
Yeah.
Nice quick sound. Turn your volume up. I'll play it again. What is it?
Wow.
Interesting. If you listen closely, which granted I know what it is, I think there's some hints in there.
There's some hints in that short sound?
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Let's see. Sarah says a bouncy ball. No, incorrect. Justin says a book drop. I'm going to have to say no. But Sarah says closing the book. That's what it is.
Oh,
that's what it is.
Let me hear close. Yeah, I can see that.
But if you listen close, I think it's a library book with one of those plastic outer coverings. Listen really close at the beginning. You can just kind of hear, you know what I'm talking about?
The plastic kind of,
yep.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I love the sound of a book closing. Like a good hardcover book, maybe 400, 500 pages.
And I love reading a hardcover book too. It's just,
I like reading books too. Stop trying to look smart.
Hey, you want the old people problem story here?
You open it halfway. Oof. But you gotta You're not gently closing that.
So I use an app. It's the Sales Network app. It's for all the libraries in the area. If I'm, because I am reading a series of books in order by J.D. Robb. So I'll go and find out what the next issue is. I can enter it in this app, and I can ask the library to hold that book for me. And if my local library, the Fairhaven Millicent Library, doesn't have it, but they have it in Berkeley or New Bedford, they ship it to the library. They tell me when it's available, and I go get it.
Right.
Well, somehow, and they always show you, like, there'll be 7 different options that you can ask to be held. Mm-hmm. For some reason, one day, I clicked on large print edition and didn't realize I had done it. But when I got home and got the book, I'm like, wow, I like this. I can see the words. So now I always order the large print edition.
Yeah, that's some old people problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We do have some people calling out Sarah for cheating because Abby said, interesting how Sarah lives with you and always wins this. I will say that, but then she says, just kidding, I know how secure he keeps the scripts. True. No one gets this script. Even Petey Boy doesn't get my script.
No, I don't know what these are.
But also, Sarah was not home when I picked the sounds. So I know for a fact she cannot cheat on this one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, number 2.
Number 2, here we go. Everybody listen up.
I've heard that.
What is
it? I have an idea. I know I don't get to go first. I have an idea. We'll see if you get it.
Lori says a shredder. Incorrect. Cass says paper shredder. Justin says sharpener. Incorrect. I'm liking it. I love when you guys guess wrong. Makes me feel good about myself. Oh, Sarah also said paper shredder. Incorrect. Gail says pencil sharpener. No. Abby says power wheels. No. Justin says a mixer. No. I'm going to play it again. Listen up. First hint. I used one of these yesterday.
Oh, that changes my guess. I was going to say...
Now everyone's got to think, what did Matty Boy do yesterday?
Well, I was going... Shane, but he ain't sewing nothing, so...
Whoa. I think that's a little unnecessary.
When was the last time you sewed on a button or anything?
Last time I sewed on a button, I'm going to go with 5th grade. I believe it was an art project. Yeah. I mean, when you live with Trish, the master sewer, seamstress, I believe is what they call them.
That's right.
Yeah, you know, why would I possibly ruin my shirt? Why not give it to the expert?
Okay.
Let's see. Abby says a drill. No. She would like to correct that. A power drill.
Power, yes.
Still no. Incorrect. All right, another one here. Listen up. I used it yesterday.
I'm trying to think of what you did yesterday.
I'll add it a little further. We went out to eat yesterday, and I used one of these.
We went out to eat, and you used one of these?
Justin says a garbage disposal. First off, no. I'm gonna say you guessed that before I said we went out to eat, because if you guessed that afterwards, who goes to a restaurant and uses their garbage? Hey, do you mind if I just?
Yeah.
I have this weird garbage disposal obsession. You mind if I just borrow yours for a bit?
Free plug here. We went to a place in Fairhaven called Traveler's Ale House.
Yeah.
I had the smokehouse burger. Mm-hmm. It was first I had to squish it down.
It was big.
Now you know how when your meal comes in, how do I eat this? So, but it was good.
I just anywhere I go, if you have something relating to country fried chicken on the menu, I'm probably gonna get it.
Yeah,
I love a good country stuffed chicken.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it was stuffed with, but it was freaking good.
So we went out to eat, and you used this last night.
Yeah, I got the correct answer in the chat here.
All right.
Lori says ATM.
ATM?
Wrong.
All
got
right.
you, though. You thought I was...
I thought you were going to say,
yeah. Justin says paper towel dispenser. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
I went to the bathroom. They had an automatic paper towel thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know why that came to my mind. Funny enough, a little behind the scenes before we get to the last sound here. Sometimes when I have zero clue, and yesterday I had zero clue what I wanted, I go to just a random word generator, and I switch it to nouns, and I switch it to 10 words on a list, and I click it, and I go through, and that's what my inspiration was. And I think bathroom was actually on the list, so I think that might have been what inspired it. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I guess if you can figure out the random word generator algorithm, you can try and predict what I. Right. All right, last sound. We'll let Petey Boy go first here, and I specifically chose this one for you. So maybe that's a hint, but not really. If anything, it's probably going to confuse you more. Here we go. Oh, didn't play.
First thing that comes to mind is hanging up a phone, but yes?
You son of a bitch. Yes. That's what it is. I looked up.
I love his reaction.
I looked up hanging up a phone, and honestly, all of them were so quick like that. I was like, man, this might be tough.
I was doubting the answer because we don't do that anymore.
That was that was the hint for you. I picked it for you. And second, my hint was going to be that we don't have to do this anymore. Yeah.
Okay,
but I feel like that's a solid sound. Like
it
that's
is.
Like that's a good old classic, like black or white, like the straight up. It wasn't plastic. It was like sturdier than plastic. What those phones are made
black
of.
Phones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what is that? Maybe I think it's plastic, but it's
a
really
hard plastic.
Good quality.
And
they don't Pete. They don't make them like they used to.
No, they don't.
They don't. That was good quality
and
plastic.
You know what used to be cool with those phones like that was if you were mad, you wanted to hang up on somebody. Damn, you could hang it up. What do you do now? I'm gonna hit end.
Break that screen. You break that smartphone screen. I vaguely remember us having a phone that you could hang up in the kitchen on the wall.
Yep.
But that was like when I was really young,
right?
With the long cord. That's about
True.
it. Though.
Yeah.
I kind of grew up in the home phone phase, but the wireless home phone.
Yep, that was the next thing.
I remember back when it was like really cool. We had like one downstairs and one upstairs.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we had one in your room because your room's upstairs, and we had one down by the computer.
Right.
Yeah, I thought we were living a life. I thought we were living the freaking life. Now look at us. Anyways, yeah, that's the secret sound game.
We will get to today's random question in the post show more to talk about. And if you haven't heard it yet, what is your favorite part of the Super Bowl? Is it the game, the food, or the commercials? All right, we'll get to that in the post show. Time for Feel Good Friday. And before we do that, I almost forgot, we have to wish Stephen a happy birthday. Stephen is,
Come on.
He's home from the Navy.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's funny though, like buying birthday presents. They're about to move to Texas, so it was like a very small like gift giving thing. It was very small gifts
because they didn't want to have to carry it to Texas.
Exactly.
So, the reason we went out last night was because he wanted some real food.
Yep.
He's been on a aircraft carrier for 6 or 7 months, and what did he tell us last night? They had Taco Tuesday.
Well, yeah, they had Taco Tuesday once without the meat. When he went, they were like, the meat's going to be ready in like 45 minutes.
It's like,
but
why
we have the shells.
Then why'd you call us now?
So you had tacos without the meat.
Taco Tuesday with just the shell.
Yep.
So anyway, so happy birthday and a Feel Good Friday story. By the way, you can leave a message or a story on our voicemail anytime, 774-473-9910. I got a message from Diane this week. She said last Saturday, which was the second day of the bitter cold, Diane, Courtney Wilder, and her 2 kids drove around local areas where they knew homeless people were trying to shelter and delivered them some fresh, homemade turkey soup to warm up their bones on such a cold day. She said it only takes a little bit to make a difference in your corner of the world. So Diane wanted us, the reason behind this was to let us know about Courtney and her kids.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Coming out to help. A story from Good Morning America this week. Many people in Tipton, Indiana, know Robert Peters. He's been delivering pizza in the city of Tipton for 31 years. 28-year-old Tanner Langley remembers his family getting deliveries from Robert ever since Tanner was a kid. Tanner said the town of Tipton calls him Mr. Smiley. He makes that impact on everybody, and he's a very kind-hearted individual. Well, all those miles through all those years of delivering pizza finally caught up with Robert, and he started to have trouble with his trusty Oldsmobile. Tanner heard about the car trouble, and he started a mission to raise money in the community to help purchase a new car for Robert. Using a GoFundMe page, Tanner set a goal of $12,000, and the community responded in a big way and donated $18,000 in a matter of days. Tanner was able to surprise Robert with a 2017 Chevy Malibu and also paid for the car's registration, insurance, and taxes. Not only that, there was enough money left over for a $500 gas card, along with a special thank you tip from the neighborhood. Robert was very thankful for the gift and he wished everyone well. He said, I just hope that all those who made this happen will be blessed as much as they have blessed me. This has really been an awesome experience that I'll remember for the rest of my life. So hats off to the community of Tipton, Indiana.
Some great stories today,
Yeah.
Peter.
Yeah.
I love it.
One more story before we wrap up and go to the post show. If you're a fan of Peeps, those little marshmallow treats, your favorite soda is coming back in time for Easter. Am I going to have to buy this for a
Probably.
foodie?
Unfortunately.
Pepsi is bringing back its Peep flavored Pepsi starting February 13th, Monday.
Come on.
Now they're bringing it back, so it's been here before?
People don't even like Peeps that taste like Peeps. Why we got to make Pepsi that tastes like Peeps?
Oh, and with Valentine's Day next week, it's time to start thinking about St. Patrick's Day and the return of the Shamrock Shake to McDonald's.
Ugh. And before anyone suggests it, we already had it, not happening again.
Yeah, been there, done that. The fast food giant says their locations will start selling the green concoction on February 20th, along with the newer Oreo Shamrock McFlurry. We're going to have to...
Maybe it'll be a little bit better.
The Shamrock Shake has been around since 1970.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
We didn't like it.
Yeah, no. It tasted like toothpaste.
Yeah.
But we had the peppermint frosty from Wendy's, and that's what a Shamrock Shake should taste like.
That's right. I remember you saying
It
that.
should be like mint chocolate chip ice cream, just without the chocolate chips.
Okay.
It's not. It's not. It tastes like toothpaste.
That'll do it for today. Thank you so much for being with us. We have the post show coming up in just a few minutes where we can catch up on some chats and just hang out. If you do have to leave, we leave you with a thought for the day. And our thought is, the people around you are either your circle or your cage. We'll be right back with the post show.
We back.
I'm going to show my age here. Justin said, forgot to mention Pete has the drip on today. What does that mean?
Oh, my. Do you know anything, man?
What?
It's been a rough day for you. The whole OG thing. And
well, I'm sorry. I spaced out on you.
Just means you're dressed nice today.
Has the drip on means you're dressed nice?
It's a younger people thing.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I did have a question about Valentine's Day I was thinking about bringing up before we get to the random question.
Okay. I think Trish should probably be your Valentine. So if you're going to ask me, I'm going to have to politely decline.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was my question.
Okay. Yeah, I figured.
My wife and I have been married 41 years. So, we've had plenty of Valentine gifts and that. A couple of weeks ago, she saw a ring she really liked. Mm-hmm. So she bought the ring.
Right.
And she told me, she said, I got your Valentine's Day present for me.
Like for her. Like, yeah. She was like, you gave me this.
I already took care of your gift. You got me this ring. Now, my question to guys, I got to do something else, right?
Yes.
I can't just say, well, you said that was the ring.
Obviously, Peter.
But, I was joking around with her before. I said, Tuesday's Valentine's Day. And she said, yeah, thank you for the ring you got me. So she's already thinking I gave her. But I'm thinking, if I walk into this and get nothing, I'm on the couch.
Abby says I'm not a guy, but yes, to do something. I forgot she got you something. I forgot. I don't know what it was. So I'm blanking at the moment.
Okay. I do have an idea.
I do know what it is. Good gift. Good gift, yeah. So you should get her something.
I do have an idea, so I'm going to follow through. But I just thought it was odd how she's been saying, "You're all set. I got you." I'm like,
she's working today, so I don't think she's watching. But if you say what it is, then she will be watching for sure. So
all right, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, don't say.
No,
don't
no.
say.
I learned the hard way.
We can talk after. Yeah. Abby says it's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. Yeah, she said in all caps.
That's like when you have a new relationship with someone, and they wasn't it on The Office when was it Ryan who realizes he started going out with Kelly on February 13th,
yeah.
And he's like, why did I do that?
Abby said Logan is a St. Patty's Day baby, so you could have some BK in his honor, and he loves Peeps, so maybe wash down a Whopper with a Peeps Pepsi. Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I'm gonna have to. I'll do the Burger King in his honor if you want me to.
Matt.
I don't. Burger King is the least best out of all fast foods, but it's not like crap, like literal crap. So I'll eat it. I just don't understand how they're still in business.
You know what I've noticed the past couple of weeks? We have one not far from our house, so we drive by it quite a bit.
Right.
I have never seen more than 2 cars in that parking lot.
I'm telling you right now, they got to be covering up for something, some sort of money laundering thing. I don't know how they're still open. I do think the Whopper commercial is phenomenal. It's, if anything is going to keep them alive, it's that commercial. It's one of the greatest fast food commercials of all time.
My 3-year-old grandson sings the jingle.
Yeah.
So have it your way, have it your way.
I forgot who it is, but I'm pretty sure I think this was true. They like a really renowned composer came up with that idea, like a film composer. Yeah. Hans Zimmer. Is that real? I'm gonna look it up. I don't want to spread fake news.
So the random question.
I feel like that's true though.
Yeah. The random question that we mentioned online last night and also earlier. Why do you watch the Super Bowl? Do you watch it for the game? Do you watch it for the commercials? Do you watch it for the halftime show? My answer is all of the above. Because I just love football, and I'm that one guy who will start watching the pregame show tomorrow at 2. The game doesn't start till 6:30, and probably ends around 10:30.
Did you say tomorrow?
I'm sorry, Sunday.
I was going to say, it's a long pregame show.
I'm goofed up this week.
That's all right.
I pretty much watch it for all. I enjoy the game. This year, I don't have anybody playing this year. I don't feel strongly about either team. So it's like, whatever. As Sarah said, we'll know when we can use the bathroom. Whenever the game comes back on, we can go to the bathroom. I do enjoy the commercials. I'm a little, I don't know, not ticked off, but you used to have to watch the game to see the commercials. Now, leading up to it, they're all online, or most of them. You'll get somebody will share, hey, did you see the new Budweiser commercial? It's like, I want to see it at the game, And I can't wait till I do my usual for the halftime show, which is as soon as the show is over, go to Twitter to notice that half of my feed hated it, the other half loved it.
Yep, always. So, again, see, this is the problem. I love meme culture, very funny, very funny. Except when I can no longer tell if it's a joke.
Oh.
But this says Burger King CEO Jose Sil, I don't know how to say his name, reveals that he gave legendary film composer Hans Zimmer 13% control of the company as payment for their new Whopper jingle.
Wow.
But again, is that a joke? I don't know. But I read it, and I feel like it's true.
If it's on the internet, it must be true.
That was a tweet by Lights Camera Barstool, which is a pretty, they,
reliable source.
They know about movies.
Okay.
I don't know. But again, Barstool loves stirring the pot with some memes. I don't know. Is that right? Can somebody fact check me? I ain't got time for that.
All right, what do you got here? Gail says, I like the Clydesdale commercials and the actual game. I don't know if this is a... Do you know the brand, Gail? You mentioned the Clydesdale commercial.
Of course. Come on. She must.
Budweiser, right?
Yeah. Gail says, I like the Clydesdale commercials and the actual game, she says.
I don't think they've used the Clydesdales for the past couple of years, have they?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't remember the last time. I don't think they did last year.
Yeah.
Justin says he watches it for the memes online. Yeah.
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 What is it? NFL memes has the funniest ones?
Yeah, I mean, for strictly NFL related content.
Right.
But I mean, you got the halftime show memes. You got the random camera shots of things.
I guarantee you, half of your feed will hate the show, the other half will love it.
Abby says, I watch it for the game and snacks, halftime show, and people getting together. I don't really care about the commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the commercial's a little less satisfying.
The commercials?
Lately, yeah. I don't know. Like, some of them are funny. I feel like back in the day, they were a bigger deal. They were a little bit funnier. But I think also maybe just in the outpouring of content we get on a daily basis, maybe that's why we find it less funny.
Right.
Yeah, I would say primarily the game. If the Patriots are playing, only the game. I don't really care about anything else. If, like, this year the Patriots aren't playing, I'm watching it for the game. But, like, I enjoy the food.
Yes.
The halftime show's cool.
Yep.
But yeah, mainly the game. I'm there for the game.
Anybody else?
And then the commercials, it just keeps me busy in between the game. That's really it. Let's see. Yeah, Gail said buzzer. Never doubt Gail again. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
How dare you say that?
No, but how many commercials do you see on the Super Bowl or even any other event you're watching? And you love the commercial, and then like 5 minutes later, you're like, what were they selling?
Yeah.
I don't
Or that's
know.
like the really cinematic ones where they're doing like these big things and they're making these big statements. Maybe it's about climate change or something. And then at the end it's like bounty. Like, huh? That was about paper towels? I love, honestly, those might be my favorite, to be completely honest.
I guess.
It's like this big cinematic thing about the ocean and polar bears and the ice caps, and then it's like Coca-Cola. And you're like, I guess there's polar bears and Coca-Cola. I guess kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Those might be my favorite. Where you try and guess the entire. That's what we do.
Yeah.
The entire time we're like, I think this is hotels.com, and then at the end it's like, I don't even know.
I hadn't.
Tostitos.
I haven't noticed for the past, I don't know, 5 or 10 years. There's been a TV special either on Saturday or Friday night before the Super Bowl where Boomer Esiason ranks the top 10 commercials of all time. So I don't know if that's on this year. I haven't seen ads for it.
I guess that's kind of motivation to make a really good commercial, right? Because if you think about it, like if they, top 10 commercials of all time, like Doritos has like 5 of them. I mean, that's just great. That's just great exposure right there. Yeah. Let's see. There was some in the beginning.
Justin said climate change commercial ends up being ExxonMobil.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like they make these massive statements and then it's like Amazon. It'll be like a commercial about like homelessness and like helping people, donating. And then it'll be like Jeff Bezos. Yeah. Although he says he's donating all his money by the time he dies. Is that true? Have we seen evidence of that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I haven't. What do you got?
Let's see. I'm just looking at from the beginning. I think I missed some. I just finished The Catcher in the Rye last night.
Oh, wow.
I'm going back and reading books that you would read in high school to see if like, was this a crap book, or was that just
my
high school Matt who didn't want to read a book?
Yeah.
So far, most of the books are pretty good books. I did read one though. I was like, nah, that was pretty much crap.
Was that the one, the professor? And
yeah, again, I hate the dog on it. And just in case anybody's like, I live and breathe that book. I read it twice a week.
What did you think of The Catcher in the Rye?
I thought it was really interesting and kind of an interesting. And it's just nothing like I expected.
Okay.
I never had to read it in that one in high school. Actually, so the reason I read it is because like everyone talks about having to read that in high school.
Okay. Are we going to read Macbeth?
Maybe. I don't know. As of right now, I got Lord of the Flies on deck.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I can't read Shakespeare. I can't.
It's because you're just...
I don't know. It's like I read a line...
You're not an intellectual.
I read a line of Shakespeare, and I read one sentence, and I have to stop and say, what the hell is he saying?
Yeah.
Oh, now I get it. Then I read the next sentence, and like, what does that mean? So,
talking about Trish... just knowing everything. Sarah says it's like the day she told me what coyote poop looked like. Yeah. Just random things Trish knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but she knows.
She does.
Abby says, I live where the pipes freeze, and I didn't know the salt trick. That's just Trish for you. That's just Trish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. But yeah, no, Catcher in the Rye was pretty good. Again, nothing like I expect. I was expecting like, I don't know, medieval times or... I knew nothing about the book. I knew nothing.
Yeah.
I was going in completely blind. But yeah, no, really interesting story about, like mental health, trauma.
Right.
Yeah, no, really happiness.
Did you already read Of Mice and Men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that one from high school, though. I like that in high school. Yeah.
Book,
definitely weird. Definitely a really weird story, but...
And a weird ending.
Right.
You know,
right.
So.
Yeah, no. Anyway, that's my book journey.
No spoilers here on how Of Mice and Men ends, because
it's another weird one though. When is spoilers okay?
Yeah, I mean, how long has that story been around?
Right. That's like Star Wars. It's like, is the whole Darth Vader thing a spoiler? Like, even if you haven't seen the movie, you probably know what happens.
Right.
Right. But then you got that one random person that's like, wait, I haven't seen it yet.
No,
it's
stop.
like, well, what have you been waiting for? Like, get on it. Goodness. Anyways.
All right, that's going to do it. Don't forget, tomorrow night, he'll be appearing at Mikey B's, which is on Victoria Street in New Bedford, just off of Cushionet Avenue. Did you see the milk bottle next door?
I did. Okay. Yeah, I did this last time. Yes.
It's right across the side street from Freight's Milk Bottle.
Yeah. Amen. I'll be there from 6 to 8 p.m. Tomorrow. Yeah.
Enjoy the Super Bowl and or just enjoy getting together. And we will see you next Friday. Have a very nice week, all right? Until next time, as we always say, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.